Happy Thursday, I guess it is already, my goodness. This is Diane Davies, and this is Grandma Diane's story time. My camera crew didn't show up today, so either they've forgotten about me or they're just plain having too much fun at their house, which is fine. I think we can do this by ourselves anyway. I promised you today that I was going to read a surprise for you, and the surprise is called The Great Pig Escape, and it's written and illustrated by Eileen, Christelow. And if you remember, just a few days ago, we read another book by Eileen Christelow as well. And I believe she commented on my website too about reading stories of hers. So anyway, today's story, The Great Pig Escape. I've always liked this story. And again, it's one that Eileen Christelow has signed for me, which is always fun to have a signed book in your collection. The Great Pig Escape. Bert and Ethel lived on a small farm. They grew the best lettuce, peas, cucumbers, tomatoes, corn, turnips for miles around. One day when they were out hoeing weeds, Bert said, "I've been thinking, we should raise a few pigs." "Sounds like trouble to me," said Ethel. "I'd rather stick with turnips." Well, that kind of tells us maybe there's going to be some trouble with pigs, don't you think? But Bert bought 6 little piglets anyway. "They look like more trouble than turnips," said Ethel. "But they're kind of cute." "They won't be cute for long," said Bert. 8 months from now they'll be pork chops, so don't go falling in love with them." "Shh," said Ethel. "You shouldn't say things like that. You'll upset them." Over the next few months, the piglets grew into pigs. They spent their days grubbing, rooting, snuffling, and wallowing, and they grew fatter every week. Boy, I guess they're getting to be pretty big. One day when the pigs were slurping up their slop, Bert said to Ethel, "I think these pigs are big enough to sell at the market tomorrow." "Shh," said Ethel. "They'll hear you." Sure enough, the pigs stopped slurping. "Oink," said one. "Oink," squeaked another. That night, there was a lot of oinking in the pig pen. "What's got into those pigs?" grumbled Bert. "Sounds like they're planning something," said Ethel. "Well, don't be ridiculous," said Bert. Could they be planning something? I wonder. The next morning, the pigs ran this way and that way. They oinked and they squealed and they shrieked. Bert and Ethel had to ask the neighbors to help them load the pigs into the back of the truck. "Where did you put the bolt that locks the tailgate?" panted Ethel. "On the ground," puffed Bert. "I don't see it," said Ethel. Well, sure enough, here goes one of the pigs with the bolt, taking the bolt away. Wow, they're pretty smart little piglets, aren't they? No one could find the bolt. They had to tie the tailgates together with a rope. Then Bert and Ethel got into the truck, rolled up the windows and turned on the radio so they couldn't hear the oinking and squealing and shrieking. They also couldn't hear the pigs chewing on the rope. As they bumped and rattled down the road toward town, the rope snapped. The tailgates flapped open, but Bert and Ethel didn't notice. At the edge of town, Bert and Ethel stopped for gas at Thelma's garage. The radio was still rocking and rolling and wailing, and the pigs were still oinking and squealing. No one noticed when two pigs scrambled from the back of the truck and scooted under a nearby fence. There they go, right under the fence. Oh my goodness sakes. Bert and Ethel made another quick stop at the food co-op for soda and sandwiches. On another side of town, Bert and Ethel had to stop at a train crossing while a long freight train clattered by. It's going to take all day to get these pigs to the market, grumbled Bert. Maybe you should check on them, said Ethel. No need, said Bert. I'm sure they're fine. There goes some more pigs out the back of the trailer while the train goes whizzing by. By the time they get to where the pigs are going, they won't have any pigs left. When they finally arrived at the auction yard, Bert got out of the truck and went over to check on the pigs. They're gone, he cried. What? Said Ethel. The pigs, shouted Bert. They got away. He jumped back into the truck and they hightailed it back down the road to look for the pigs. He looks pretty surprised there, doesn't he, that the pigs are gone. I wonder where they are. At the railroad crossing, Bert and Ethel saw two hitchhikers. Have you seen any pigs around here? Called Ethel. The two hitchhikers grunted and shook their heads from side to side.
Wait!
I think here comes my crew. Flying in. Yes, you are late, but we're going already.
I brought gifts.
Oh. So here we see two pigs. Look at them there, already hitchhiking, huh? And on this side it says Bert and Ethel tore into town and parked the truck. No one at the food co-op or Rose's secondhand clothes had seen any pigs. But I'd like to find the person who took the clothes off my sidewalk display, said Rose. Look, poor sidewalk display is empty, no clothes on it at all. Some little pig must have stolen it, huh? Bert and Ethel searched up and down Main Street. They asked everyone they saw, have you seen our pigs? Ethel stopped at Thelma's garage. I haven't seen any pigs, Thelma said, but someone just stole the wash off my line, including my favorite dress with the purple flowers. Oh no. Wonder who these might be right over here. You see them on the side there? Looks like a purple dress, doesn't it? Bert met the farmer from over by the railroad crossing. I haven't seen any pigs, said the farmer, but I'm looking for the scoundrel who took the clothes off my scarecrows. Pretty soon, people all over town were helping to look for the missing hats, pants, dresses, shirts, and pigs. Ethel searched down by the bus station. You don't usually see pigs around here, said the bus driver, but I'll keep an eye out for them. As he was talking to Ethel, several passengers slipped onto the bus without tickets. Uh-oh. Look at those passengers getting on the bus. Do they look a little strange to you? I wonder if it's the missing clothes or the missing pigs. No one could find the hats, pants, dresses, shirts, or pigs. How can 6 pigs just disappear? Groaned Bert. I told you they were planning something, said Ethel. Impossible, said Bert. They're only pigs. Look at in the windows of the bus. Those look like regular passengers to you? I wonder. Bert and Ethel looked for the pigs for several more weeks. They advertised in the paper. They put up signs, but no one had seen their pigs. Finally, one day when they were having coffee in town, Bert said to Ethel, "I've had it with pigs. From now on, I'm sticking with vegetables." "We can grow some fine turnips in the pig pen," said Ethel. Then, one day, several months later, look at the signs up here. It looks like they're looking for missing pigs, doesn't it? Now they're thinking about going back to just vegetables. No pigs. At the post office, the post office received a large box from Florida addressed to the people missing hats, pants, dresses, shirts, and pigs. Bert and Ethel hurried down to the post office. The people who were missing clothes were already there. "Well, I'll be," said Thelma. "Here's my dress with the purple flowers, washed, ironed, and folded neat as can be. Now who can figure that?" "What do you have for people missing pigs?" asked Bert. "Just a postcard," said the postmaster. "Who sent us a postcard?" said Ethel. On the front of the postcard was a picture of a sunset on a Florida beach. Here's the people in the post office getting their clothes back, washed, ironed, and pressed. And here's Bert and Ethel, and they have a postcard with a sunset on the beach. Huh. Interesting. On the other side of the postcard, it said, "Oink!" for Bert and Ethel. They escaped. They made it all the way to a Florida beach. Oh my goodness, such clever pigs they must have been. Well, that was a fun story to read for a Thursday. And remember, tomorrow is Friday, and tomorrow we're going to be reading Jeannie Ann's grandma has breast cancer. That will be a fun thing to do, and I hope you'll tune in and listen to that. That's an awful picture of a dog. Goodness sakes, cameraman.
It was just a cute puppy.
So happy Thursday to everybody. Get outside, get some exercise, enjoy the little bit of sunshine every now and then that we are getting, and have a good day. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.